What's up, guys? Rux here from Sock Gaming. Strung a few clips together of some Rogue Mage Druid games and one Warrior Mage Druid game. Hope you guys enjoy. Game 1, we swarm the other side and immediately they all jump me. My paladin is sapped, so I trinket the kidney and I fear everything on their first go. I get freedom and I immediately start pressuring the mage really hard. When they're hitting me, I have a lot of damage because of Enrage and all my rage, so we get a block pretty quickly. And we're just kind of sitting around waiting for him to come out of the block. As you can see, there's pretty much no damage when the mage is not pumping us really, really hard. And all the mages now have Skull, Gul'dan, and shit, so you kind of have to pressure them. And after the block, he gets away, I sept him, he dies. This is game 2 on Lordaeron. At this point, we aren't sure if it's double dog or what, so we're sitting together. We shout a large portion of them out. They immediately jump. Jeff. So I immediately get on this mage. I probably should have trinketed this clone and just to get everything going and moving because I have freedom. So that was, silly on my part, to be honest. This mage fucks up his blink and we get some pressure, but I'm still sitting a bunch of CC because I wasted my freedom essentially. I'm about to get freedom again. Jeff is in real big trouble. I fear we get a bop out on Jeff. He gets cloned immediately. As you can see, NS clone, and then I think he trinkets that, gets out of it, and starts healing himself. Mage pops over the other side. We see a lot of pressure. We start pressuring him immediately. He has to block. I hold my trinket just to see, and then immediately I pop out. We get a huge Wind Fury proc, good push, and he falls over. Okay, it's the start of game 3, same comp. They immediately start going hard on Jeff. We put a rep on the mage. I trinket the first clone, and I start hard on the mage. I get another clone in me. It's only half, but I have freedom on me, so this time I get more uptime at the start of the game and can be more effective. Jeff is just getting absolutely pushed, so I have to fear here. As you see, he's about to die with Garrote. He's able to get his cast off right there and then, and I decide to, basically I want to sept here, but I'm out of rage. Initially I have to hit him. I step back to get, sept off, and I get rooted, but then I get the sept on the rogue and damage just pours right into him. His water elemental breaks my fucking blind, which is amazing, and I just keep pumping into this rogue to peel for Jeff. He's lining the mage perfectly, and if I can peel this rogue, we get cheat, and he just falls over. That's game. Last game of the clip, we're fighting the Warrior Mage Druid team. We try and pressure the mage really hard right at the start. This is just basically the start, like cut 20 seconds short. We kill the Welly like as priority pretty much every time, and as you see, I'm getting dragged out really, really far by the mage. So instead of playing his game, I just veen back, and then he plays my game. He blinks right on top of us, which is exactly what we want. And then he just is getting super pressured. We'll be forced to blink or die, or block or die. So we get the block, and then we swap to a close target, but we still want the mage. So the mage starts doing what he's, famous for doing, kiting us out. We kill the second Welly. And then I veen back. I do the same thing. I see my team is in CC. I need to kite right here, right now, or I will die, and the game will be over. This game's not looking very good at this point in time right now. We need some miracle here. So I get a bop at like 10% HP. And Jeff is able to NS me in between the timings of the clones, so that was super clutch on Jeff's and Lifeline's part. And then I'm back in the game, and they're pretty spent. As you can see, they spent so much trying to get that kill. The mage has only one block left, no water elemental, and very low on mana. So if we just keep tunneling this guy, he's gonna, lose it. We fear the druid, we get the trinket, and then that's a full stun from my paladin, forces the last block. Just keep pressuring this mage at 10% mana right now. But this comp has a lot of CC, so as you can see, my paladin is just sitting so much. This one guy wants to invis away, and I'm able to just get the sept just in range of it. And since he has no mana, I'm not extremely scared. I'm just going to keep pushing into him. I decide to sweep and just keep pushing into him because he obviously wants to escape and get mana and keep the game going, but we're smothering him. I get cloned, and he does get away, unfortunately. I get imped. And I have full sunders. It's not looking great, but this mage is just fucked at this point, and so I decided to keep pumping into the warrior while, you know, also trying to strafe essentially to get to the mage. I should have septed that right there. I should have septed that clone 100%. But I wanted to keep for mage, clearly, and that was a stupid decision. I would have been able to run at him more appropriately. So I end up hitting the thing that's available, which is the warrior. I was hoping for a bit of a sweep there, but druids. And then we're back on mage. He got a lot of mana with this exchange, but he's still out of a lot of cooldowns. Like, he's still in big trouble. So I intercept him there and get him to 3% with an execute, but he trinkets immediately and is able to kind of walk away. So instead of getting kited, I decide to hit the druid. A full sheep on me that's just broken by the bleeds because they're hitting me. They're getting a little flustered and confused. So now that's a full Hodge. I'm able to just walk towards my boy, and we get some good pushing right here. And again, the mage is just suddenly at where he was before, like 18% mana with like no cooldowns, and is just getting, you know, ran at as well. He dies in one global, and we're just continuing to push into him. That's a trinket on Druid for my fear again. And he sits a full rep right there. It's looking real good, but I get disarmed. I freed him on me. This guy doesn't have any mana to spell steal, and it's over. GG.